Hello.
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 Part 2, is it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, it's all yours whenever you're ready.
All right. So when we last left, Varel, following his suggestion to move south, jumped from his location, gripping by his teeth, surrounded by 3 of those beasts, towards the Pegasus that the approaching Knight Commander was riding, and he kicked her off with both feet. And as she fell, Stanley featherfalled her, so she flies to the ground. Now, importantly, the chest that she was holding fell from her grip, but it landed on top of the roof tower and hit the side of the rampart, just narrowly missing, also falling down to the ground. Now, Varel, one thing we didn't take up was an attack of opportunity as the 3 creatures attempt to attack you while you move away. Okay, and it's going to be a hit. Okay, so and they're going to use that. Sure, why not? They swing it with their axes. Okay, and you take 23 points of slashing damage.
Damn.
23, so 11 points of slashing damage.
There goes those temporary hit points.
Yep, perfect.
Yep. Hey, they did their job.
Okay, so you get swiped. Now, hope you're watching the 3 demons sort of attack him at the same time, and you're not really clear which one hits him, so you weren't able to learn anything as he gets nailed on the way out. Okay, and that would conclude Varel's turn as he begins flying south at the top of Pegasus. It is now the turn of these creatures. Okay, so they immediately see that the creatures that were surrounding Varel, that the subject of their assault has moved out of position, and they chase after you. So, what is their movement? Okay, perfect. They are flying. That means 60 feet. 1, 2, 10, 15, 20. Oh yeah, there's more than enough room here. So they begin using their fly speed to chase after you, Varel. All 3 of them at the same time turn around and begin bolting in your direction. They get within range behind you and they begin attacking you. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, they're gonna attack you. All right, so they hit with the great axe yet again. For 19 points of slashing damage. And then, with a secondary attack, after they swing with the great axe and nail you on the shoulder, tink! All 3 of them reach out their claws and attempt to impale you with them. And this time it is also a hit. Oops, that's the wrong dice. Gotta re-roll that. It's a smaller dice, so this is better for you. 13 points of slashing damage from all 3. They all hit you at the same time, so you're not clear which ones really hit you as you continue to receive assaults. But with the claw, as the claw impales you, Varel, you need to make a Constitution saving throw, please.
All right. Well, that's a natty 1, but we're going to use inspiration
Okay.
to make it a 23.
Perfect. So you save, and you suffer no further effects. Okay. Now, let's see which one. What other things are here? All right. So the nearest available creature for them to kill, these 3 up in the top corner. Okay. Have this paladin here, and they all fly down and begin surrounding this guy. All right. And one of them hits with their great axe. They attack the Pegasus that he's riding. It's a miss. That's a miss. The second one, wow, miss. Hit. Okay, so he's going to All right, so the first great axe swings, misses, and the claw strike misses. Another great axe swing misses, but then a claw strike hits the Pegasus, sinking deep into its white fur, and blood's being squirting out. And he, with the claw inside, there's almost a sense that what he's doing is like injecting something inside of the Pegasus here. Okay, and so that takes effect. Now there's a third one. I have to roll the attack rolls for that guy, and those are 2 misses and a swings too. That's pretty bad overall. There's one more of these green demons on the north side, and that is wow. This dice is cursed. All right,
We're down two dice today.
2 dice. I can't hit anything. There's like 8 attacks, 1 hit. It's a pretty big attack modifier. Okay, so there's a swing and miss. And there's Stan Lee. There's the one next to you that turns around and sees you, but does not want to lower down to where you are, having seen his what the effects are of getting too close to the ground. So what it's going to do is it casts invisibility on itself.
Oh, what a punk.
And it is now gone. Whoop. Okay. Now, Elentris, who sees what's happening above through the confusion, hardens her resolve, although you're not quite clear what's going on with her. You just see the back of her body as she looks up into the sky and sees Varel being chased by these demons and the Knight Commander falling to her safety. But she moves into action. She re-picks up this thing, and she calls out to one of the Pegasus riders that are nearby her for assistance. And so that's what she does. She calls out and she moves, because they're flying up in the air, so there's no opportunity attack. She moves to a safe distance underneath the nearest Pegasus, flown by one of the other paladins as part of the squadron. She appears to intend to get on it herself. Now, catapults are going to fire out along the surface. Basically, the only person who could get hit is Stanley. So we'll just see if that happens or not. Okay. All right, 3 more catapult shots fire across the top and hit the sides. There's more shots than they hit the side, but the 3 that are aiming for the top land all around you and go and you're in like the worst war zone ever. Hope. Oh, one more creature before it's your turn. Hope. This being moves even closer towards the center to get a sense of the battlefield. And he flies up over here and flies high up into the sky. He's about 120 feet or so, much higher than everything else. Hope, it is your turn.
Okay, seeing Elantris grab the box, she's going to aim her next 2 shots at the flyer that's closest to the Knight Commander and then the one next to it.
Sorry, the Knight, like, you've been talking about these 2 demons here, right?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. You actually don't have to call out the demons. There is a mechanic for determining whether you hit the real one or not. So go ahead and just make your attack rolls on them.
Cool. First is an 18.
Okay, so 1 second while I do this. Okay, it's a hit on the real dude.
Nice.
Roll your damage dice.
$19 damage.
19 damage. All right, describe how you kill it.
Nice.
Badass.
Yeah.
Nice. I want, in honor of Varel, Hope will kind of sidestep on her broom so that when she takes the shot, it showers Varel and the unicorn in the blood of the demon.
All right, so you take a perfect shot in order to cause maximal exploding damage. And Varel, it's like a wave. You know, if you sit on the beach in a wave, you have your back to the wave and then it hits you. And that's exactly what happens. But instead of water, it's blood and guts. And your Pegasus is entirely covered in blood and almost crimson red at this point.
Blood.
It's now a bloodisus.
Bloodisus. Oh, and Kyle's not here, so you can enjoy that. All right.
I
he's
just
covered in blood.
described it to him as we were going, so don't worry. It was all heard. We've got the blood assist ready to go.
All right, perfect. Okay, and is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
No,
have another
Hope
attack.
keep her eye on the box. The illusions disappeared with the demon, correct?
That's correct. Yes.
Okay, so in that case, she'll look around the battlefield, and behind her, she'll see the baddie on the cool horse, by the way. It's like a midnight steed, I would imagine. And that's where she'll fire her next shot.
Okay, perfect. On the steed or at the thing riding it?
Ooh, isn't that the question? The steed.
Okay.
Looks like a 27.
Okay. And it's one stat block I don't have open, so it's just going to be a quick. It'll be quick something. some unit.
Whatever it is, we just know it'll be quick.
It'll just be quick.
Speed will be a feature.
What was the roll again, please?
20 something. What's a 27?
Okay. Cool. It's a hit.
Sweet. And then 12 damage.
What kind of damage?
Just a regular bullet. I think it's piercing.
Piercing. Okay, perfect. You do 12 piercing damage to the to this nightmarish horse that has a mane of fire. Okay, you do 12. You said. Okay.
Yes.
All right, you do 12 damage to it. The bullet hits him, but it shows no sign of deterrence. Like you hit it, and it appears like unaffected, or it doesn't have nerves, or doesn't respond the way normal creatures do. You just hit it, and that's that. It's very unsatisfying.
Cool. Hope will sit there on the broom staring at it with her gun out. Sights dead on. And that's her turn.
All right, Stanley, you're standing in a pool of blood atop the top of the tower. The green beast that was near you has disappeared. You know, your gut, your spidey sense, your instinct tells you it's got to be in the area somewhere, and it's probably not far. To the south of the tower, there's 2 Pegasus riders and the Knight Commander dealing with the floating chest, and Varel is in that area too. Nash and his conjoined twin are still struggling to fight each other. To the west, and Hope is flying just above you.
All right. Stanley's going to move back a ways and up the stairs to get maybe just a better vantage point, have a little more options and maneuverability with things going on. And upon getting to the top of the stairs, I'm going to target this demon that is attacking the Pegasus rider and grab him with telekinesis and yank him down too. Straight down 30 feet.
It's a strength contest versus your blah blah blah.
Yep. Oh, this isn't gonna go good. It's 8.
Yeah, I have I'm just finishing calculation. 16.
Yeah.
Yep. No. Okay. So does that just mean it whiffs?
Yeah, he gets he feels it, but it doesn't do anything.
Perfect.
And then I guess, you know what? People are taking damage, things are getting risky. Let's go ahead and use another inspiration, Mantle of Inspiration. And based on where I am, I can hit Hope, myself, Nash, Varel, and we can hit the Knight Commander. That's 5, right?
Yeah, that's 5.
Yep.
1, 2,
All right,
3,
we'll hit
4, 5.
all of them. So 11 temporary hit points if you don't already have them, and you can burn a reaction to move freely.
Okay. Perfect. The Knight Commander does not move. But I will note the 11 hit points.
I already have 11. Bo, do you remember what my total is for the dragon? You were writing those down last week.
Yeah, I remember you took 40 fire damage.
Yeah.
And that's it. You didn't take damage from this transform. You're conjoined, but you haven't taken any damage from it. That was about it, though. You haven't suffered a lot.
Okay.
So
I'm
you
just
have
gonna keep
40
track of it
HP
here.
worth of damage.
All right. Cool.
All right. Varel, you can move as well. Out of all the characters, it would be the one I would think most needing to use this to get south.
Well, I kick my Pegasus.
Does he still want to go?
Oh yeah, it's the Pegasus. Yeah.
Does he still want to go south? I thought it was only for a round, and he has technically already gone south.
It lasts 24 hours.
Oh, does it?
Yep. Well, with that said, do you have anything else you can do with your turn?
Oh, me? Or
Yeah.
yeah, no, I'm.
So I thought you were thinking about the 24 hours.
I was thinking about the 24 hours.
Okay. Fair point though that Varel's not moving south because the Pegasus didn't get the mantle. All right. So on either corner, those two columns of smoke I described earlier, they begin to dissipate, and in their place, these very tall women now stand on either corner, but they don't quite stand. They appear to be floating just a bit from the top. They're these tall Amazonian-looking women in black armor, and they have horns, and there's something demonic or inhuman-looking about them as they appear on either side of the tower corners. I gotta move layers here. Sorry. Okay. Now, let's see what they do. They have wings, of course, so they're flying. That's why they're floating. Okay, perfect. And they both sort of float up on either corner, and each of them pull out a longbow from an invisible location, maybe even another dimension from their back. As they pull out the longbow and draw, they both take a bead on Hope, and they let loose a volley of arrows, Hope, as you fly around on top of your broom. You ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. I have to get your AC here, so I can just do this quickly.
AC is kiss my ass.
You know, if there's an AC to have, that's the one.
That's the one you want. Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Terminator
15.
levels of AC?
Those are pretty good. I like kiss my ass better though. All right, so it's hitting you. I need your AC. Okay, 15. All right, 9 plus. All right, so the first one's a hit. I'm just gonna roll all the rolls, and I'll tell you how many hits there are. Does that make sense? Just to save
Yeah,
time.
sounds good.
Yeah.
Like an aggregate of damage or something.
Yeah.
11 points of damage total. What a shame. Oh no.
All right, so this demonic archer from the top left fires 3 arrows, but it's quite far, and they all go wide. These foreboding-looking jet black things that go, but the one to the south west takes a beat at you as you dodge those ones and goes hit, 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 and you get nailed with 3 arrows. Okay, so now we'll be rolling damage dice for you. Let's see here. The first arrow. Okay, 15. No, I overrolled dice, so we're going to have to start that over. Oopsies. 7 points of piercing damage for the first arrow. All right. That's not all. And 13 points of poison damage for that same attack. Now, I think you have some poison resistance or something like that, right? Maybe?
Yes.
Immune or resistance?
It would be. Let me check.
Advantage against being poisoned. Okay.
Yeah, resistance.
Oh, there's resistance as well. Oh, I see it here. Cold, fire, poison. Perfect. So you can split that damage from the poison. I did say 13 or 19?
13.
I heard 13.
13.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's what I thought too. The first one was right. Okay, so you can half that to 6. Cool. Next one. Next arrow's damage. I have so many tabs open. Sorry, guys. This one is for this guy. All right. take another 8 slashing damage. And you take 8 poison damage, which you can halve to 4. And for the last arrow, does 6 piercing damage. And 7 poison damage, which you can halve to 3. All right, now I'll need you to make 3 Constitution saving throws, please.
Okay, and with my...
You have advantage on the saving throw.
Yes. Yes. Okay, so first one. And what do I add to it?
Your Constitution.
Constitution, thank you. Okay, so the first one is a 26.
Okay.
Second is a 19.
Mm-hmm. Good.
And then a natural 20 for the third one.
Perfect. You suffer no poison from any of the arrows that hit you, although you take some poison damage. And those are its attacks as they appear shooting arrows from either corner of the tower. Now, next we have...
Hey, I got a
Nash.
question for you, though, Bo.
Okay.
So I'm already learning that mass suggestion is different than regular suggestion. But with suggestion, if you take damage from a target or their allies, it breaks. Is that true for mass suggestion?
I didn't see any of that in the text.
Crap.
That's not an option. And pursues a course of action described to the best of its ability. Suggested course of action can continue for the entire duration. If it's completed in a shorter time, the spell ends. Nothing about if you or any of your companions damage a creature affected by the spell ends for that creature. Oh, and I kind of played Knight Commander's turn wrong because she was hit by it. Oh well. We'll just say that she stood there trying to figure out. Oh, that was your movement from Mantle of Inspiration. We're good. Does that answer your question? So yes, you can attack teammates that are...
So wouldn't the opportunity attack he took getting to the horse have broken it? Well, no, but I mean, wouldn't it have broken for the dude? His allies attacked it.
His allies attacked him.
The guy who cast Mass Suggestion attacked Varel. So wouldn't he be free to act now?
If any of your companions damage a creature... Oh, I guess that would be his companions. Oh, so you wouldn't be able to break it with damage, but his friendlies would be able to break it.
Right.
Did they fight him after the spell was cast?
He took an opportunity attack swinging on the rope.
Oh, well, it looks like that's rules as written, so... We'll deal with that when Varel gets there, but likely he'll win his rules lawyer case.
I just want to save him before he flies a Pegasus 90 feet south.
Well,
we won't see him again for a bit.
Yeah. But it's true. The DM sort of screwed himself. So, all right. Nash, it's your turn.
Okay.
So you're still conjoined with this green demon inside your body.
Right. So I had thought about a thing, but I don't know if I should do it. Oh shoot, my page closed. There it is. All right. Now I'm against that wall still, and he is protruding from me as if he's in me parallel, right?
It's like you're conjoined.
Like we're conjoined, but we're not head to head conjoined. He's like
perpendicular, so like he's like cross sectioned out of your body.
Okay, good. I want to, as an action, swing his head really hard against the metal or the stone protrusions of the side stuff, whatever that's called, the ramparts.
Okay.
I want to smack his head on there like a melon as hard as I can.
So you want to use your dash action to like fly up and fly it?
Yes.
It doesn't affect your speed.
Whatever movement I need to do it.
You don't need to use a dash action to do that. You want to move at top speed and just clip his head on the side and let the force tear it off.
Yes,
from both pieces.
as hard as I can.
Okay, well, how hard can you get, Scott?
I thought you'd never ask, Bo.
Big question.
All right. This is going to be a feat. It's going to be challenging to do, so you're going to have to do that. But I'll allow you to do it with Dragon Athletics.
Okay.
All right. So let's see what happens.
All right. So what do I need? Do an athletics check? Is that what you're telling
It's
me?
an athletics check, please.
Okay. All right.
It needs to be high.
Let's see. That's going to be plus. Okay. Here we come. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Please be high. Please be high. A 22. That's pretty high.
That's pretty high as you fly up into the air and circle back to make sure you have enough room to do this on this turn. And you go and you dive bomb the side of the rampart, whistling back as the creature goes, ah! Thunk. And as the thunk hits, you hear this. Like, hang on, I got a better way of doing this. It sounds like this.
Wow.
The Foley is real.
As you fly by and the head comes spinning clean off and flips into the air, and little like cartwheels of blood, like a Ferris wheel of gore, is just like his head flies out. The body, however, still seems to be moving and kept alive by your life force. As you fly past it, its head is taken off. You still feel the body moving and fighting against you. And what's interesting is that all the parts where you're conjoined with this demonic twin begins to feel like fire. It begins to swell at these joints, and you almost feel feverish in those spots. I'll need you to roll another D10,000, please.
Oh my lord. Do you want me to do 100s or you still want 10s?
Let's just do it by 10s.
Okay. First roll. A 2.
Mm-hmm.
Second roll. A 1.
Mm-hmm.
10 for the next one.
Okay.
8. And then one more, or is that it? That's it.
Oh, that's it. Yeah. 1 second. Okay. Roll a 1d4, please.
Okay. Can do.
I don't know what chart Bo has, but I like this chart.
It's the roll for arousal chart.
Yeah. Natural 4.
Okay, so the magical effect that takes place is 4 creatures near you double in size.
4 creatures near me double in size?
Yeah.
Does he count as a creature near me? Because he's in me?
He's part of you.
Okay.
Okay. And he
Shit.
just took his head off. However, these creatures
This is bad.
become so just to the north of you. The paladin.
Wait, would it be
actually,
the paladin
yeah.
and his horse?
Yeah, that's right. Well, hang on. Well, it doesn't specify which ones, but I think if we were to ruler it out, those are the biggest ones. So right next to you, Nash, the Pegasus, the Knight, the Paladin riding atop it, and 2 of the creatures next to him double in size. Brrr, they become massive 20-foot tall beings.
Holy crap. Am I aware that I caused this?
You're somewhat aware that there's a disruption in the natural order of magic,
Okay.
which is a very hard thing to accomplish and very rare,
Yeah.
and it's producing unexpected results in the fabric of reality.
Okay.
So all the creatures next to you have now doubled in size.
Okay. Great.
All right. So now that that's done, wait, that was the end of your turn.
That's the end
what
of my
we did.
turn, yeah.
All right, perfect. So next to you, riding atop the horse, this creature that's a general has been largely unignored and is now floated up and can look across everything to see. And here's what he's going to do. Wait, so these knights haven't taken damage yet. Okay, so perfect. I have to read another new spell. All the new spells happening today. All right. Let's see here. Just be a quick moment, please.
Spells.
Okay, 20 foot. Okay, so what he does, now I've got to find another thing for roll 20 here. Just give me a quick moment, please.
You're all good.
Okay. I'm digging through assets because I think we'll need that. Perfect. Here's one. All right. Yeah, so 20 foot. So let's use this one. Yeah, it's 20-foot ring. All right. He casts Wall of Fire in a circle. Roaring flame appears around you, Stanley. No, that's Firestorm. That's the wrong spell. Wall of Fire. All right. 20 foot in diameter is the full diameter. Radius is the half one, right?
Right.
Yeah. Okay.
Mhm.
The flames are 20 feet high, and the wall is a foot thick. It's opaque, so you can't see through it, and it's just fire all around you. When the wall appears, each creature within its area, so you're not in its area, it's around you, so you don't take any damage from it. What? Okay, perfect. Sorry, I just had to. I'm learning the game too, and all these.
No, it's fine. It's just you asked
I
it
know
like
it's
somebody
fine.
whispered you a real quiet question.
Okay, so a wall of fire that's 20 feet high erupts around you, Stanley, and you
Oh,
have
no.
nowhere to run, and you're now sweating from all the heat. That's its turn, although before we end its turn, it's going to steer its mount a little bit out of the way to safety behind his embiggened teammates. Okay, perfect. Now that leaves us with the good guys. So, what I call the good guys, they have to move south. So Commander Thale, you kicked her and didn't do any damage to her. So I guess she's still going to move south, but she's falling to the ground. But these two Pegasus riders, 1, 2, 3, they can move up to 6. They fly south and off the map, basically.
That could have been you, Varel. You could have gone with them.
We'll see.
All right. This one here in the north, we have a knight astride a Pegasus who's fighting one of these things. Brandishes his sword and shield and says, "For Euphemius!" Ah! And makes his big attack. And as he attacks, his sword like just sort of seems to catch lightning, not from the sky, but just in the air around him. And he smites the creature with his sword, dealing. All right, dealing 30 points of damage to it. 13, 3. Okay, and then saving throw fails and stunning it. So a battle's going well to the north. Whatever, I'll just put a thing there. All right, perfect. I think that covers all the good guys that are left because the numbers are dwindling. That puts us to Vorel.
All right. So what was the decision? Am I free to?
Oh, wait a second. I'm sorry. If you could just hold one more moment. Everyone's got to. This guy didn't take damage yet, did he? But he wasn't part of the thing. Okay, you're good, Varel. Let's go. Sorry.
Okay. Am I free from suggestion?
You are. You sort of shake your head and kind of come to. And you do have a strong sense that what you did was motivated by something outside of you, some magic that was cast on you. And your actions to kick over the person may or may not. You can't tell, but you were definitely under the influence.
All right.
Your head's clear though.
How's the horse with me? How's the Pegasus?
Pegasus is not happy to have you underneath. You will have to tame it to move on it.
This
or a big animal handling roll will probably nail it for you.
this demon over here that is on the battlements firing arrows at Hope.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. There's one on each corner, the top left and the bottom right.
And Stanley is currently sweaty but in no danger.
Yeah,
Damage-wise.
Yeah. Damage-wise, no danger.
Well, I've been fighting flying things, and a Pegasus sounds useful. So I will headbutt it with a handle animal.
I love
All
how
right.
Pharrell
You'll need an
handles
animal
animals.
handling roll and an intimidation roll, please.
Okay.
Which you can do on one action.
Steed, your mind to command. I got a 19 on the animal handling,
Okay.
and for the headbutt, it was a 8
Okay. So
on the intimidate.
you yell out the thing that you yell and give it a headbutt, and it tries to throw you from its back.
Oh.
All right, which it'll do on its turn. So not now, but it's still fighting against you. You can't move with it.
Okay.
You just kicked off its rider. It's actually in front of you as you're trying to get it to go. You can see down below the rider falling, feather falling.
It's a fool of a horse. I will dismount then, if it's not going to work. My action has failed.
Okay, then you can just jump off.
Cool. So I will use my action attempting to tame it, but it is some sort of civilized horse business. And I will spend my turn. Oh.
See, Varel sees fire. Ooh.
I do, and I kind of need a technicality here, so
Okay.
I'm going to rescue Stanley.
All right. What is
I-
what is that? What does it entail? What's the plan?
I jump in there with him.
Okay, you jump inside with it.
And I take damage from the fire jumping through.
Oh, you're not immune to it?
I am resistant, but I am counting on the damage I take to maintain my rage.
Right. Perfect. So you will take damage walking through it. It deals 5d8. All right. Let's see here. 13, 18, 24, 27. 27 fire damage.
Okay.
Yeah,
Down
you
to
don't make a save
13?
if you walk into it too. You take the full brunt of it.
Yeah, no, I'm jumping through.
Yeah, rounding down for your
Stanley, with me.
Ah.
And I land triumphantly, with my ankles out, and you are now inside my aura, meaning you have fire resist.
That's awesome.
Okay, perfect. Now, okay. Anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
That'll be my turn.
All right, perfect. So it's now the turn of the large green beasts. And the one at the north, we're going to start with him. Assaults with a great axe and hits. It's this Mister over here. So let's get the. And then he's going to hit with the claw. Ooh, that's not good. Let's see what the saving throw is. That's a pass. All right, so up top, there's a battle going on up top, and he sinks the great axe into the Pegasus, and then puts his claw into the Pegasus, and then rips out a piece of its rib cage. And the Pegasus gets ripped into, and the knight goes falling to the ground. And he's up pretty high. So. Okay, and he takes 34 points of fall damage in his plate armor as he hits the ground in a big heap. But doesn't die. All right. Next up are these beings over here, the green creatures on the west side of the map. Okay, I'm just going to do a quick roll here. Uh-oh. So there's this large battle that happens up here, and these three demons assault this Pegasus. And even though they're large, they're all scaled up large. So the large creatures just take their great axes and begin hacking this Pegasus into bits. Just like a hoof falls off, and the nose, and they're just completely cut it up into smithereens and stab it with their hands, their clawed hands. And the knight goes falling to the ground and hits the ground as well for fall damage. Even though he's a giant, double-sized man, the 12-foot man hit the ground. He falls on a hump in his plate mail, which is now also double heavy, and hits the ground. Okay, perfect. That brings us to everything but one. Hope. You fly astride atop the battlefield, thinking that you've been hit with a couple arrows, shoom, 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 and you missed another one, but thinking you're safe for the moment from the onslaught, and then a creature appears out of invisibility next to you, right where you are, and it approaches you on while you ride atop the broom.
There goes one.
There goes a dice. It's gone.
There he goes.
Glass.
Leaves.
I gotta get the curse dice, so this might be in your favor. Oh, the curse continues. Okay. No, 15 is your AC, right? That's a hit. Yes. Yes, for the bad guys, I'm saying. So 2d6. All right. You take 10 points of slashing damage. All right. And then once with the claw. That's a miss for sure. All right. You're up. That's it for those guys. It's Elentris's turn. Now, what is going on with Elentris? All right. So she sees that hope that you're being attacked by one of these demons in the corner. She sees that the other Pegasus are taking off, and then she sees the free Pegasus to the left. She grabs hold of the thing, and she beelines 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 beelines for it. Uses her action to mount up on top of it, bringing the thing, and she's now mounted up on top. Okay, catapults are firing. Hope and Stanley, let's hope you didn't make a grave mistake.
At least you don't have a dude in you. No matter what happens.
6. Oh no.
Oh boy.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It seems comforting to hear Bo say,
10,
oh no.
11, 12, 13, 14.
Sure, it's not a
Okay,
problem.
just barely misses you. Actually, the catapult hits here. I can't ping it for some reason. Anyways, it hits just to the right of the wall of fire and not in you guys. 1, 2, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Nash, you're pelted with a catapult shot.
Really?
Poor Nash.
You
He's
and
had a
the
bad
creature.
day.
You take 16 points of fire damage.
16.
You might have resistance to
I
it,
have
though, so it
resistance
might
to
be
fire.
high.
Does that hurt me?
So it's 6 points of damage. 6 points of damage.
Okay.
We have one more catapult shot. The side just grazes you on the side. Doesn't do blood stab. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
That's the definition of insult to injury.
All right, and that last catapult misses, and so you're good to go. All right, and I'm gonna move this to this because this doesn't make sense. Okay, Hope, you're up.
Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. Hope's pissed off at this thing, but she's gonna disengage, and then she's gonna use her extra action to shoot at this thing that just slapped her in the face. Let's see.
Okay, it's point.
Action.
Mm-hmm. Are you gonna do 4 attacks?
No, I'm gonna use my initial action to disengage so that I can move back,
Oh,
give
I gotcha.
myself range. Yep. Yeah. So what I'll do is Hope will fly on one of the sides of the fire circle that's around Stanley and Varel, and then she'll fire 2 shots with her action surge at the monster that attacked her.
Okay, so where exactly do you want to move your character to?
Let me go ahead and move her here.
Friends with the monster.
Oh, there you go. All right, so you're still flying in the air though. You're not taking cover behind the wall, right?
Correct. She'll try and do that after the shots fire.
Okay, perfect. So action surge. Now you get your 2 attacks.
Okay, first is a 28.
Okay, that's a hit.
Next, 13 damage.
Okay. And the next one?
Next is a 15.
It's a miss.
All right,
She
cool.
fired
So
2
she'll
shots.
fire that one as she's going behind the fire.
Okay, it hits in its chest. He just seems to it's like a bug bite to him, doesn't do anything. And then it shoots off to the left, misses. You take refuge behind the fire, lowering down, and you feel the wind of the Pegasus wings flapping as you do that, and the heat in front from the wall of fire. Okay, perfect. That brings us to Stanley.
All right. Stanley sees Varel, is surprised by the appearance of Varel, and at first thinks he's going to disappoint his friend by dispelling the magic flames and make his noble sacrifice of hit points useless. But then he gets a wicked little idea, and he goes, "You up for this?" And casts Dimension Door, bringing Varel with him to appear atop the evil horse with little man up here, both of them.
Yeah.
So, are you going to appear on the horse or above the horse?
I mean, the goal is to get Varel on the horse. I don't know how many beings can fit on this horse.
Okay.
So the goal is to get at least Varel on there so he can wreak havoc on this little caster man, even if that means Stanley's going to be falling. But that's the goal. If they can both fit, that's great too.
All right. Well, I'm sure the range on Dimension Door is fine. So, Varel, do you consent?
Oh, I consent.
I mean, I figured as much, but you never know, right? All right, so I've got to just move this. So I'm going to move it to the map layer. It'll stop animating, I think, if it goes to the map layer. No? All right, so let's move you basically here.
Yeah.
Okay, so you say, "Are you up for this?" And you snap your fingers and appear on the back of the flaming nightmare horse. All right. Anything else you'd like to do with your turn? It happens so fast that no one's noticed. Nobody's noticed. You appear there and you have time to act before the whole world knows you're there.
Is he within range that if I wanted to do an offhand strike with the dagger, I could do it?
So are you seated or standing on the horse? Or are you falling and trying to grab him as you go down kind of deal?
I don't know. I guess that's a good question. I was
I'm okay if you want to appear seated behind him. You know?
Yeah, I think there's something funny about just appearing sitting on the horse along with the guy.
So is Varel behind you, or you want Varel between you and the guy?
I put Varel between me and the guy.
Okay, so I think you could reach over and do a little stabby. That's fine.
All right. Bonus action, attempt a little stab.
I'm going to say it's with disadvantage because you are reaching with a non-reach weapon. You got to reach through Varel, so it's challenging.
All right, that's fine. Oh no, that doesn't hit.
Okay, never. Just
That's not gonna.
You can also stab the horse.
That seems mean. I'm not gonna do it. We'll go with what I originally.
It's a demonic horse. We don't have to feel bad for it. It's a demon horse. You're good. You're good. All right. Let's see here. All right. So then, these two archers on either side, not seeing. Oh no, they do see. They won't see you atop it. They're not seeing any good targets. So without seeing any good targets, they take to the air. And their movement is 60 flying. So 2, 4, 6. All right. She takes up a position near here, and she fires a volley of arrows at both Hope and Knight Commander Vane. So let me just get some attack rolls out here.
Knock off the dimension door to do that.
Okay, perfect. So the Knight Commander gets hit with an arrow. I'm going to roll the damage dice for this one. Got the same stat block open twice. That sucks. 8. No, 7. And then this. Okay, and she takes a big pile of damage from that one arrow. One arrow hits her right in the back of the leg, Hope, and you sort of see her go, ah! She tries to get on top of the Pegasus. She needs to make a saving throw for this, and she fails. So she is also now poisoned. Put a green mark on it right there. Okay, second arrow at her. She gets hit with a second arrow. 7 points damage. Okay, and she gets nailed for basically another 20 points of damage. She remains poisoned. Okay, and then 1 at you, Hope. It's a 3, so that's fine. The modifier won't save you. This one takes to the air, scanning for targets, and sees down below this paladin lying on the ground right now, and sees her opportunity to strike it. It is with disadvantage because it's lying prone. So that's at least a positive. Positivo. All my dice are disappeared. Okay. Wow, 2 15s. It's a hit. All right. So I'm just going to roll them again because if she hits like 3 times consecutively, yeah, it's 2 hits. So we'll just test out damage for that here. How much has he got left? Not a lot. Okay, that's fine. So she fires her 3 arrows at the clumped up the pile of armor. That's the paladin that fell from the Pegasus that got killed. She stretches back and goes. One arrow misses and 2 hits him. 1 hits him in the leg and there's like ah, and then 1 hits right like where his helmet is in the middle. Just, and then it just goes. His body goes silent and stops moving. Okay, that's that. Nash, it is your turn.
Okay.
So you've successfully decapitated this creature. It's kind of flailing like a chicken with its head cut off, but for all intents and purposes, it is defeated. However, it's still very much a part of your conjoinment.
And am I feeling, is it severe burning that I'm feeling? That burning you described earlier?
It's severe burning. It's burning, but not burning like you would know it in the mortal world. It's this feeling like demonic blood is starting to pulse through your own bloodstream, and your body's defense systems are on red alert right now. Piping hot red alert as it fights off this demon blood that begins pumping through your veins.
Jeez. I don't know what to do to it. All right.
But like it's not assaulting you anymore. It's dead.
Right, but it feels like, I don't know, I feel like I'm getting hints here about how long I should stay in this form or something.
I mean, because we're 6 seconds per turn, there isn't anything that you can like do about it in terms of studying it, its effects or understanding it.
Right.
The world's burning all around you.
All right, well, I'm going to get back into the fight. Where's Varel on here? Where did he go?
Varel is now north. They dimension doored from the Ring of Fire, and they're on the back of a black horse with flaming mane.
All right,
and there's a green-skinned dude with yellow beady eyes, and they're riding with him.
I'm going to recast.
It's unclear if they're friendly or not, although you assume it's for combat.
I'm going to recast another banishment and hold that focus again on this dude. Whoops, hold on, let me mark him. That double sizer. If you'll allow me.
Now he's been doubled in size, so he might not meet a size restriction of the spell potentially.
I don't think there is. Hold on.
I'll check. Probably not. I don't think there is either, but you gotta check these things, you know.
Cast spell. Nope.
Yeah, it just says target creature. Perfect. Yep. That's nice.
I'm banishing that bastard.
So it's a saving throw. I've got.
Yeah, it is. It's a charisma 16.
And let me see what type. Charisma. You said charisma.
Yeah.
You said it.
It's fine.
All right. It's a failure, meaning your spell succeeds.
Sweet.
Which one is it? The one nearest you?
Yeah,
or
the one nearest me.
Okay, he's gone.
Okay.
You cast a spell, and he just goes. Whoo. It's almost like a Star Wars fade, right? Just like, just gone.
All right, and then I will.
Do you want to yell anything out as you do that? Is your full battle mode?
You were. I yell. You had become a double-sized dong. But look now, you're freaking gone, and then I move. I want to move. I want to move
really
over
appreciate
here.
that one. Okay, you're flying above the ring of fire.
Yeah. So I'm right there, and that dude is with me.
I was gonna put that there to remind me.
I don't see the ring, weirdly.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Is it on the
Refresh
GM
and see if
layer?
I can see it.
Oh, wow, look at that. Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah,
I can see it.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on. I'll refresh it. Sometimes
Scott just doesn't see it at all. That's so odd.
Yeah. Unless you have it blocked to me, you haven't.
No. It's on. No, it's not on the GM layer. It's on the map layer, so you should see it.
All right, I'll refresh and get it back.
All good. All right, so you banish that one creature. You now have to maintain concentration on it, and you fly above the ring of fire. Anything else you want to do?
Nope, I'm gonna look triumphant as I have.
There's one thing I am going to ask you to do. Do you know what it is?
Another
You're gonna roll a
D100,
D10,000, my friend.
D1000 business.
Yep.
Great. Okay.
Give me your 4 numbers, please.
Still don't see that ring. I don't know why. All right. Here are my numbers. First set will be 7.
Mm-hmm.
1.
Yep.
9.
Mm-hmm.
10.
Okay. So, since I kind of wrote them both ways, you can either go with 7190 or 0917. Which result do you want?
The second one. 0197.
0917.
Yeah,
Okay.
0917.
All right. 0917. Just be a quick moment.
Now you have to live with the fact that you chose this.
I know. I feel like
All
I
right,
may have just made a horrible error, but it's fine.
This is a strange result. Okay. In your mind, you immediately gain the knowledge of where to find an addictive substance that causes euphoria.
That causes euphoria?
These are all very applicable to Nash and his history.
I mean, they kind of are.
We'll
Afraid of something crazy, made something bigger, and now knows where to find drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know where to find it. We're not going to discuss that just now.
We will speak no more of it.
But knowledge randomly pops into your mind as you fly around the battle scene. You're like, wait a second, I know where to find highly addictive drugs that give a great sense of euphoria. That's what happens. Okay.
All right.
Next up, it is this guy, the guy that's behind you. Can I get stealth rolls with disadvantage from both Pharrell and... Actually, not with disadvantage. Just stealth rolls from Nash and... Not Nash. Stanley and Varel. Jeepers. Oh my god. What's wrong with me?
16 for Stanley.
18.
Okay, and let's see what the passive perception is of this creature. There it is, +7 to his base of 10, 17. Sorry, somebody rolled lower than a 17. Which one? There was a 16.
I
in there, right?
did. It was me.
All right. So sorry, he notices you. So he's going to, as you're both mounted on the back of him, you see a yellow eyeball as he turns his head back, and then a sense of panic as he has to react immediately. So let's see here.
Well, that seems appropriate. He's already pretty afraid of me, putting me in a ring of fire, flying all up super high. Let his nightmares come to him.
Okay, I think he can only do this one thing. I'm just sort of trying to understand the stat block here for him, and I believe this is right. But this is obviously the safest. He's the commander. He's got to be safe. So he disappears. Okay, and yeah, he disappears and takes cover behind his doubled in size teammate. Like so. That's his action, however. And then he flies, I think, a little bit farther out to get a bit of safety. And you're now aboard the Nightmare Horse by yourselves. Okay. Elentris, it is her turn. Oh, no, wait, sorry, that's wrong. It's the good guys. The quote, good guys' turn. That's not Elentris. It's all the other NPCs. They're mostly all gone. That one's dead. The Knight Commander is still experiencing Featherfall and moving her way to the ground. Basically done. So we've only got this giant 12-foot tall human who's also fallen to the ground. So he stands up, holds his ground, and readies an action because he can't fly, and the creatures are flying above him. He picks up a shield and a sword, stands there, holds them up. He realizes he's like pretty much the last of his squadron, and he's going to give them all kinds of hell before he dies. He smashes the shield and sword together and yells, "Ah!" and begs them to, taunts them to come attack them. Okay, Pharrell, you're up.
All right. All right.
If only I hadn't failed that stealth check. That's a bummer.
Well, we're on a demon horse, so attack the demon horse. Now the horse has a wreath of flames upon it. Yes.
I mean, its mane is made of fire. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Then I will not ignite my. No, I was told this is for killing demons. I'm gonna use Fangs Inferno, and I will yell Fangs Inferno.
Okay.
I was told.
As I bring the blade and swing it around for a plunging attack while sitting on the horse itself.
Perfect.
Recklessly, I attack.
You can make it with advantage if you don't already have advantage.
I'm reckless.
Oh, you're reckless attacking. You're good.
Yeah. But then I wouldn't be recklessly exposed. No, it's fine. I'm already reckless. We're raging. We're raging the Cajun. And it's a 13 for the first attack.
That is a hit.
Ah, badass. All right. The physical damage is 14.
Like slashing or whatever. Piercing.
Yes. Slashing.
Okay. All right. 14.
And then I hook it up with an additional 5 points of fire damage.
Okay. The fire damage does nothing.
All right. Well, we're already in the zone.
Mm-hmm.
Second attack is a 22.
It's a hit.
5, 9.
You only need to roll the slashing.
12 points of slashing damage.
Perfect. All right. So you slash it. You notice your sword's effectiveness is somewhat diminished as the creature seems to be made of fire and brimstone itself. Your slices, instead of blood where you'd expect it, you just see embers and pieces of flame sort of pop out. Psh, psh, almost as if what you're riding on is ash taken physical form. Okay. So is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
That is everything.
Perfect. All right. Well, it is now the turn of these large green beasts. And this one up here, the smaller one, well, they're a little loath and they look down. They don't want to fight this paladin on its home turf. And they hesitate a little bit, but then they decide to get taunted and go down. They're creatures of pure destruction, and they don't think for too long. Great axe time. That's a hit. And he fell off, so he actually sustained a lot of damage. Yeah, okay. The great axe damage is a... Yeah.
Didn't he have a readied action?
He did have a ready to action.
Is it to get hit by an axe like a chump?
All right, so this blow is going to kill him. But before he dies, he readied his attack action on the first person who's going to attack him for an attack. He hits this creature, and as the great axe of this large winged green beast sinks into his body, he raises up his sword, He-Man style, and says, "By the power of Euphemius!" And he raises up his sword and slunges. He slunges.
Slunges.
Lunges.
He slunged that demon hard.
He slunges
Like
at
the
him.
new Olympic description.
Mhm.
Slunging.
His
Slunging.
sword flashes with light. He brings it down into this beast and does a whopping 43 points of damage to it.
Whoa. All right.
As he sinks his sword in and aims true. But then he looks down and he looks up at this creature, and his last breath escapes him. Face of desperation and unrest as he slumps over the axe. And the creature brings him up with the axe. You know how like you might crush like a little woodland animal and then throw it in the forest or something?
No.
Like
I
a
don't
frog?
I don't know
I mean-
that at all.
Growing
Yes.
up, yes, right?
I mean, yeah, growing up, not like lately, but you put firecrackers and frogs when you're a kid, man. Some people are gonna hate me for saying that. But he takes the paladin and flies up with it in its axe and is kind of showing it off as like a thing, and then he takes his axe and he flings it as far as he can back to the crowd that is his army to the south. And maybe somebody down there catches it, who knows? But he flings it into the demonic horde and is
Wow.
dead. Okay,
Dramatic
so
death.
that's the first guy. Second big guy with nothing to do has this sense that something behind him is going on because he sees the general sort of move behind him. He turns around and faces you two on the nightmare. And so these creatures are generally about 10 to 15 feet tall. So this thing is approaching 30 feet tall. He's the size of like a giant house. And he looks down at your little speck of a horse and your little specky bodies and brings his giant great axe down on both of your heads, being able to hit you in an area of effect attack with the axe. Okay, where is the modifier? So, Stanley,
Yes.
16 to hit. Does it hit?
That is exactly my AC. That's a hit.
Okay, so let's see what the damage is. 6 and 5 is 11. Plus 5 is 16 slashing damage.
Okay.
Varel, you as well are hit with a 24 attack roll. And with the same axe. 15, 20. 20 slashing to you, Varel.
Did
Everyone's
it hit
still
the
up?
horse?
It should hit the horse as well. You're right. I didn't think of it hitting the horse, but now that you mentioned it, it hit the horse. Why am I talking this way? I don't know.
I like that way of saying it.
All right, so 22 points of damage on the horse. It thankfully is still flying and keeping you there, so that's something. Oh, yeah, it is. It takes severe damage as half of the horse sort of gets sliced off, and so there's this half of the horse now there's nothing but ember inside, and it kind of singes your feet, so now you have to side saddle it on the horse, because if you straddle it, then it's open to its body and there's a glowing fire happening inside. It's going to set you on fire. So you both of you like lift up your leg to try not to be burned as the
Well,
great
we're both resistant because we're hanging out by me.
Mhm.
Oh, does he benefit from your resistance?
Yes, as of my most recent level, if you're in my aura, you have my resistance.
Oh, nice. Okay, so it's not that hot. It doesn't feel that hot.
Yeah. I mean, it can be warm. Like, we're aware of its hotness.
Oh,
It can
hey.
still do damage to you, though, right? You're not immune.
Yes, yes, correct.
Yeah, you still can't hug the embers of this creature. It's still hot. I'm sure Varel would do it anyways, but Stanley, you're not a fan. I would think. It would be my guess. All right, so that is that. Now the
How much damage
one
did I take?
I don't know.
John
That
made a
was a long
I
time
face.
think
ago.
he said it was 20
Okay,
slashing.
20. It was 20. You're
Cool.
right. 20
All right.
slashing.
Thank you.
All right. So next, you're flying over this ring of fire. So Nash, this creature then flies in your direction. It's
Mhm.
one of the winged beasts
Yeah.
and attempts to attack you. The second one, not the one you've been fighting this whole time in your body.
Right.
All right. That's 13. All right. So it's a hit versus you.
What's the
You take 18 points of slashing damage
damn? Okay.
from the great axe swing.
All right.
Okay, and I actually forgot an attack on that, so we're just going to finish you up, Dash. He also attacks at you with its claw, attempting to impale you with it. No, that's going to be a miss.
Sweet.
Same for the two of you. I'm going to flip a coin as to who it's going to hit. That's you, Stanley.
Oh no.
It reaches its claw behind Vorel, seeking you out, and attempts to stab you with its claw. 14. That's not going to hit, right? You said
Does
15
not hit.
AC?
Yeah,
And it
it's
misses.
16.
Okay, perfect. That is them. Elentris' turn now. She climbs aboard the thing. Wait, she was hit with that as well, wasn't she?
Hit with what?
Mass suggestion.
She was, but she's now been shot with arrows, so it would be gone now.
Thank you. Okay, that's what I had in my head, is that she wasn't under control, but I couldn't remember why, so thanks for that. All right, so she's not under any compulsion to move south. She grabs the chest, is atop the Pegasus that was knocked off by Commander Thale. And let me see the fly speed of a Pegasus, please. 90 feet. Awesome. She gets on top, and she moves 90 feet.
Didn't realize the name was Thale. Now all I can picture is the Knight Commander slow falling down this tower, like falling really slow while it plays that Sail song.
Oh,
But it's just a Sail!
Yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Sail!
Those are always best with the cats when they jump off the window sills. I love those.
All right,
exactly.
perfect. So the Knight Commander Vane has gotten aboard the Pegasus with the chest and is now flying up into the air and starting to head in a northern trajectory, but avoiding the demons who approach from the north. And that is her turn. Catapults will now fire on the ground. Hope you are the only one on the ground.
No, I'm still flying.
You're still flying on your broom. All right, so they don't.
Yeah.
There's no one. Oh, there's the demons that are on the ground. Oh, they're not on the ground, but they're low to the ground. 10, 4. Yeah, so 3 catapult shots hits the tower. Doesn't hit anybody. Hope, it's your turn.
Okay, Hope continuing her sweep around the top of the firewall that was cast. The broom's going to bring her around, and then she's going to see the demon fighting Nash. And once again, 2 shots into that demon.
Okay, perfect. Make your attack rolls, please.
Okay, first one is a 21.
It's a hit.
And 16 damage.
Okay, perfect. What type of damage, please?
Piercing.
Probably, yeah, piercing. Okay, next one.
Next one is a 23.
Okay, it's a hit. This is a hit.
19
Congratulations.
damage.
Okay, perfect. You fire 2 shots at it, and it sinks into its chest, and it just looks straight ahead at Nash as if nothing happened, just full of anger.
Great.
Okay, anything else you'd like to do with your turn, Hope?
That's it.
All right, Stanley, you're up.
All right, with his offhand, Stanley is still holding the dagger from when he tried to stab the commander, and he's just gonna bring it down on the horse that he's riding on for an offhand attack.
Okay. Sorry, you're hitting your own horse, right?
Yeah, the horse we're on.
Okay.
I figure he's got to be getting close. That's gonna be a 19 to hit.
It's a hit.
It's not gonna be much damage though. Kind of forgot how weak this thing is. That's 3 damage to the horse.
Oh, it really is low.
That's bad.
I thought you were
What's the
kidding.
point?
Yeah, that's really low.
Hey, what else am I gonna do with my bonus
I'm just
attack?
joking
Might as
around.
well do it, I guess. I don't know. And then for
It's
my
cl- It's clearly really damaged, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So you're like, oh shit.
and then for my main action, I'm gonna just reach out with the telekinesis to this archer lady. You said
Yeah.
they weren't floating very high off the ground, right?
Nope. No, they're staying
I'm
low
gonna
to the
just
ground.
try
They're
and
very
give her
agile though.
a little telekinetic boop on the head to make her
Okay.
hit the ground.
So we do a contest, right?
We do a strength contest, yeah.
Oh, you do your spell
Spell
casting.
versus strength, yeah.
Okay, so where is this stat block? Found it. Oh, they're
That's
strong.
pretty good.
Pretty.
Yeah, what'd you roll?
Pretty good.
It's gonna be a 24.
Damn, I can't beat that. All right, so you grab control of it with your telekid of her. It's a demon being. You just go whoa, and describe how you like Charles Xavier it or whatever, Magneto her into the ground.
So I figure she's looking for targets. I think she probably just saw us and was just realizing we're there. And just as her head pulls up and sees it, she just feels something smash into her face and just push her back onto the tower itself. Just face palm.
And
Like someone trying to dunk, but they're too short.
All right, and as soon as she connects with it, she explodes into a pile of corpses or a pile of guts. Just right as she touches. It's funny how there's kind of this unique experience each time somebody dies against the tower. It changes. And if you were into bloodshed, it'd be kind of cool. All right. Anything else you can do with your turn?
Nope, I'll stay on the horse till the horse isn't going anymore, I guess.
I'm going to paint. I'll paint your blood stain here.
Ugh.
Okay. Okay, so you see it there? Here we go.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, it's rough.
Yeah. All right. Killed it pretty good. However, her teammate on the southern side takes a bead at Nash with her bow, doesn't move position, and she feels she's pretty safe. And she's about to shoot you, Nash. Then she realizes the object of her mission, which is the case, is being made off with. And she redirects her aim towards the Pegasus and Knight Commander Vane. She fires 3 arrows. And what is the modifier?
At the horse or the commander?
At both.
Oh no.
Oh, a natural 20. 9.
You've been giving her my temporary hit points I've been giving her, right?
Right, but they don't stack like they.
Well, I know they don't stack, but she's.
I have
been.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Worried about her.
Keep her safe, but
Yeah.
she's not going to be very safe for much longer. Not that she has been, but let's see here. This shot is going to hit her. First one hits her. Does 4 points of piercing. So I'm going to note that down. And then 11 and 17 poison. And she's already done. Oh, it's a 20. Okay, perfect. So she's going to take 21 points of damage. Okay, and then for the natural 20, which hits the Pegasus, 12. Okay. Double, so 4, 7, 13. All right, how much HP does a horse have? Okay, so with one arrow critically hitting this demonic creature of black armor with wings and a helmet with horns, pulls back her ornate demonic bow, not blow. Fires one, hits
It's what
her.
Nash located.
Yeah.
Fires another one. It misses, and then pulls back for the third shot. Takes a second, and lets go. And it lands right in the Pegasus' eye. And the Pegasus goes, or whatever it is they do.
Classic Pegasus sound.
Yep. Oh man, the sounds of the Pegasus, the majestic Pegasus.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Whatever, as they,
That's amazing.
and it immediately dies, and carrying her atop. And of course, there's momentum. So as she begins flying, she gets hit, gets thrown from the horse off the side. The chest also, she loses grip from the chest. Well, let's do a saving throw. Maybe she won't lose the grip of the chest. 8 plus. She loses grip of the chest. The Pegasus dies immediately as it falls off the side too. Basically, all three of them fall off the side. The chest, the Pegasus, and the Knight Commander floating off the side. Oh, why did I move her there? She's over there.
It's just flying all over the place.
Okay, so they're now both the chest and the other business falling off the side. Okay, that's them. Go, speak of the devil, and he will appear. Nash, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm sorry, that Pegasus thing really made me laugh. All right, this dude attacking me.
Uh-huh.
I'd like to do the old multi-attack on him.
Okay.
I really wish these guys would they weren't acid resistant, because I have other ideas that would work really well in here. But since they are, let's do a multi-attack. And again, it is what is the saving throw for you? I don't know. It is... Hold on. Why can't I find it? I can't find the saving throw.
Oh, for what? Sorry, what are you looking
For
for? Right.
multi-attack. Why don't I see it?
Oh, it's called recharge. It's not a.
Oh,
savings
right.
throw. You're supposed to do that at the top of every turn. It's more for DMs, but that's how
I
you
keep
recharge.
forgetting. Yeah, I don't
I think
do
it
that.
just makes more sense to do it on your turn. So let's see. I think you have to roll a 5 or 4, 5, or 6 to recharge, or 5 or 6.
With the D6?
The D6, yeah.
Okay, hold on.
But you haven't. Oh, you did use it once this battle. You did.
Okay, I rolled a 4. Is
Sorry,
that
I don't have
good?
the stat block open. It says recharge and a number to a number. What's the range?
The range on that thing?
Recharge.
Oh,
The range of
recharge. I don't know.
recharge.
Where am I looking for this? I don't know.
So it'll say the recharge keyword.
Oh,
will be
I
next
found
to
it. That's only for acid breath. I got 5 to 6 on acid breath. The other multi-attack doesn't say there's a recharge.
No, but like certain monsters, like all throughout the monster manual, all through the 5e monsters, they'll have some really high power abilities that they have to, at the start of their turn, roll for the recharge, and they get it back if they get the number within the range. So if it says recharge 5-6, and you have to roll a 5 or 6 for it to recharge.
Yeah, it just doesn't say.
It doesn't?
No.
Oh, maybe there's a baseline thingamajigger.
Black Dragon.
It says, for acid breath, it definitely says. It says recharge 5 to 6, big and bold letters. Tells me what it has to be. But for bite, claw, or multi-attack, they don't
There's
have
no
it.
recharge. It won't appear. It'll only appear if recharge applies.
Oh.
So if there's no recharge keyword, then there's no need to recharge.
All right,
anything.
well, then I just attack.
It should only be your flame breath that has to recharge.
All right, well, here's the attack. You ready?
Yeah.
Sorry for the confusion there, everyone.
No, it's okay.
That is a 15.
You miss.
Damn it. I knew it was high. Okay. Well, then I just missed. That's my turn. I'm staying there. I want to fight this guy.
You get 3 attacks.
Oh, right. Duh. We're doing multi-attack.
Yeah.
Sorry. That was just bite. That was just bite. 8. That's a miss.
Are
Right?
you adding your modifier?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So you rolled like a 1?
I rolled a 1.
You're supposed to tell me these things.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I rolled a 1.
That's it. Oh.
I rolled a 1 plus my
Concealing
modifier.
ones from me. This is a high crime in the court of Bow.
I rolled a 1 plus my modifier.
I'm
I'm serious. I have
All
it.
right. No, I believe you. It's just you have to tell me if there's a 1 because sometimes there's a negative effect.
Oh, all right. Well, I rolled a 1 plus 7. Yeah,
Yeah. So, all right.
that's a
Let me
miss.
think about that.
Is that a miss?
You can continue. You can continue. It's definitely a miss.
All right, third shot, which is the claw. A 24.
Oh, that's a hit.
Okay. Let's see. Claw is not as much damage, though. Kind of sucks. All right, so let's do 2d6. Oink. 8 damage.
Perfect. 8 damage. I
Yep.
will mark the 8 damage on it as you swipe out of it. Now, because of the 1 that you rolled during the series of attacks, as you swipe out with your claw gets stuck in its flesh, and you are lightly grappled by the unit.
Okay. Am I just stuck, or is he grappling me?
Yeah, your hand's stuck. So if
Okay.
it moves, you're going to move with him, and you can't move. You're grappled by the creature until you get your claw out of him.
Lame. I should have said I rolled a 2 plus. No. Wait, it
No,
wouldn't
it's
work that
honor.
way.
Remember from the start. It's honor.
It wouldn't
system.
work anyway.
If we can't obey the honor system, we'll roll on screen.
No. You're right.
There are cameras for each of our dice or whatever various apps.
Yeah, everybody.
Except for me, because I'm the DM, and
there's
I
a shortage on webcams right now, so good luck with that. But yeah,
I want to do a dedicated webcam for my.
I know
dice.
you
That
have
would
2
be
web
cool.
cameras, Scott.
I do. One is showing me to you, and the other showing me to the audience.
We're getting an overlay so that we can roll the dice on the overlay.
Yeah.
I feel passionate about actually rolling, but I would like my rolls to display. I'm very mixed on what I want.
No, it's dramatic for viewers. I think displaying rolls would be ideal, actually. But honor system works too. All right. So, anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Nope. Stand toe to toe with this
Nope.
a-hole until I can fight him.
Okay, perfect.
You gave,
all right,
the
so
eight, you gave him the 8 damage, right? You damaged him?
I did give
Okay.
him the 8 damage.
All
It
right.
did connect. But these guys, they don't react super great to damage. They just kind of just take it. Like
Right.
there's almost this sense that they just shrug it off completely and don't feel any pain. Now that puts us into this green skinny guy who's floating above the air, who got off the horse you guys were on, is now in a position to cast a new spell from where he is.
Whoa.
But will he do that?
What a jerk.
He
Thinks he's so
won't.
great. Clearly afraid of me.
All right. He actually sees that his teammate, his what do they call people you can order around? His soldier,
Your
his,
minions?
Minion?
his minion, his
Lackey.
rank and file, his
Yeah.
lackey, no B on the front of that.
I like Lackey.
So he just teleported from here, and well, why would I do that and do that? That makes no sense. It's a problem when your DM's not that good at strategy sometimes. It's just like make dumb moves. Okay, I think I know what I am going to do. Kind of hate creatures with spells. All right. Whatever. It doesn't make sense, but I'm going to do it because it does sort of make sense. Seeing that the battlefield, there's a sense that the initial assault is at a loss. Oh, I know exactly what I'm going to do. Sorry, I know this. I'm just sitting here like spinning my tires a
So
bit.
what the creature's been doing for all 6 seconds. He's like, well, it's at a loss. I'm gonna no, don't wanna
Yeah,
do
but
that.
I figured out what I'm going to do. All right, so here goes. He casts invisibility on himself because, I'm a big fan of that spell. Yeah, there. He goes invisible. And then what he does, you don't know. That makes it easy. Okay. Varel, it is your turn.
All right. Horse is still going. How? Oh, this guy is out of my range. All right, we're attacking the horse.
We're attacking the horse.
We're keeping it rolling.
We're continuing the assault on the horse. There's a giant 30-foot demon in front of you, but we're killing the horse. Got it.
Well, he is using
I
reach.
just want the. It's not a criticism. I just want the image.
He is 10 feet away. I cannot reach him. Though he did.
No, you know
hit-
what? No, actually, sorry. This might be like a map weird. I have him angled diagonally for some reason. He's not hooked into an actual. Like he's sitting on more squares than he should be sitting on, really. So.
And you were, yeah. I think it'd be like that.
Yeah, you're within
Okay.
range. Yeah.
All right. So astride our noble flaming steed, I will attack the demon that would attacked us.
Okay, then do it.
All right. Recklessly. Double 15s. So that's a 23.
23 to hit. It's a hit.
All right. First attack is rolling out. It's going to be a 9, 12 points of slashing damage
Okay, perfect. So I'll mark that down.
with 7 points of fire.
Okay, perfect.
Second attack is a 14
Total.
for the attack. Yes.
That's a miss.
Okay.
All right, so astride the horse that is slowly exploding underneath you. Swing once and hit. Swing once and miss.
And
Slicing flesh from its chest.
I will use my bonus action to flame burst.
It sounded like you said blame burst.
Flame burst. I
flame
blame
burst.
all of these.
Makes me laugh.
So the demon, the horse, and Stanley, but he has my fire resist, take 3 points of fire damage.
Okay, so the horse takes no damage, and you have the fire resistance, so you take 1 damage, Stanley.
All right. Done and done.
All right, all marked.
And it is complete.
All right, perfect. Now, what did I mark this guy with the orangey brown circle for again?
Because
Shit.
he was super dead. I don't know. He hasn't had a turn in like 8 years, so I don't know what he's doing.
It's about to be their turns. I just trying to remember what the last thing he was afflicted with. Shit, I didn't write it down.
He hadn't
we'll
done
get back to
anything.
him.
Maybe he's a corpse. Maybe he
He
got
was
hit by
fighting
a fire.
He was fighting a paladin. He was stunned. That's what it was. The paladin stunned him. That's why nobody remembers.
Oh, did he fall on the tower when he was stunned?
No, he's still flying. He's not unconscious or anything.
Oh.
So he's stunned up in the air, dazed, so he won't do anything. This one attacks you. So the large one that's in front of you, Varel, now that you've attacked, he raises up his axe again, and he says, I am the god of all destruction now. And he seems to feel more powerful now that he's grown in size. Like, tremble before my axe. As he swings for an at 20 on the 3 of you.
Oh, shit.
Ouch.
I mean, he is a giant monster. So, yes.
It shouldn't be that bad.
Someone's tempting fate.
No, I'm saying that I'm disappointed by Embiggen because you only get a D4 bonus damage. So, this won't be that bad.
Oh, right, I see. Okay, 17. That's 2. That's the baseline dice. Wow, really? Okay.
We're going to be fine.
So it is 35 slashing damage to both of you, as well as the horse.
No.
Everyone's still alive?
Yes.
Okay. The horse explodes into a pile of embers beneath you, and you both immediately begin falling. And we're going to be rolling for falling damage this turn.
No,
unless
we're
something can be
not,
done.
because reaction feather fall on both of us.
All right, so you fall 60 feet, which should bring you pretty much back to the surface safely. Okay,
Nice.
Perfect. And you're now out of range. However, because you're falling out of range, he's going to make an attack of opportunity. Immediately.
Oh, good. He hasn't hit us enough this round.
All right, 21. So that's going to be another hit of the Great Axe. 9.
Oh! Fall. Wait, falling is not a movement action, and it is forced movement.
Oh,
And
that's right. I keep forgetting that. Well done. Good call.
Look at that.
Boom.
yeah.
Completely negated.
Nice.
You know what? We went over this because we were trying to do thunderclap shenanigans with opportunity strikes at one point.
We need Scott
We've
to add
covered
to
this.
his audio clips like a Phoenix Wright objection
Yeah.
whenever
That's a great idea.
I've been objected to twice this match. I think probably if it's 3 times, I get disciplinary action or something. All right.
3 strikes.
All right. So cool. Well, then you're safe from that. You land on the ground safely. That's that one. This one here begins moving westerly. And he has movement of 60. So 5, 10, 15, 20. All right. Perfect. That's about 60 there. Okay. And the one in front of you, Nash, that you're combating, of course, takes his axe out and attempts to hit you again. That is a 23, so that's probably a hit, right?
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Very much.
29 points of slashing damage.
29. Okay.
Okay. And from your dragon form, so I'm going to mark that against it. Yeah, you have to make a concentration saving throw.
Can do.
You've taken 69 damage. Nice.
I got a +3 in dragon forms.
Everyone high fives on the battlefield.
yeah,
Nice.
you did it. It's the
Ugh.
one thing that brings enemies and allies together. Everyone, nice.
Including my +3 is dragon 7. It's a sweet roll 7.
You rolled a 7. So you break concentration,
Yeah.
and that means...
Or wait, sorry, rolled a
nuts.
4.
This battlefield was finally
second-
looking vaguely clear.
Yeah.
The second horrendously huge creature comes into appearance. Think
Where?
that'll cover everything for the green guys. Nash, we forgot to do one thing at the end of your turn, which was roll a D10,000.
Well, we can do it now if you'd like.
So, yeah, we're gonna do it now.
Okay. First roll. 3,
Mm-hmm.
9,
Mm-hmm.
10,
Mm-hmm.
and an 8.
Okay. 8093. It's kind of close to another roll. Hopefully that doesn't mean anything bad.
I hope not.
0.
It's supposed to be random.
Okay.
What?
All right.
What?
So as you're floating around fighting this creature, a rift opens up high above. Not a rift. How exactly do I describe this?
A portal, a hole, a
Tear.
tear.
Suddenly, everyone notices the sky fills up with a large moon. So as all the fighting happens, all of a sudden it changes to night. Just the day-night cycle just completely goes, and it becomes nighttime. And then there's this giant moon in the sky. And visible, because it's so close, you could see there's some kind of city on the surface of this moon.
Wow.
It's unnervingly close. Yeah, so now we're nighttime, and there's a large city on the moon that you can see from where you are. That's what happens.
Wow. Okay. All right. Don't know what to make of that.
I'm not sure how to top that with the rest of our episode, and since we're close to the end time.
What? No! This combat can't go 3 episodes. That's too long. You gotta finish it.
The Sailor Moon and the Sailor Scouts show up. It's Princess Selenity, thank God.
We
Finally.
chose to
Dumb
fight
magic.
for the moon and on the moon.
With the
This
moon.
would have been over
The
if
Star
some of the
Wars
stuff
Star-
hadn't happened. And that's okay. It's the way the game plays. But yeah, we're going to be here for a little while yet, I would think. So
Yeah.
I'm sorry, folks. Unless you want to go for 15 more minutes.
I want to go for 15 more minutes.
I could do-
vote
I can do
more
15.
minutes.
I need time to process what the moon means. That's the thing.
Says the DM who put it there. All right.
Well,
That was the random numbers.
I rolled on a wild magic surge table.
Oh.
This is anything that's happening with Nash is completely unplanned. It's not some master narrative here.
Oh, okay.
Also, the fact that your teammates got reamed is also not really part of the plan. So I'm in a. We can keep going if you want, but the moon threw me off.
No,
quite a bit.
I say process the moon.
I vote 15 more minutes because I have no
Process the
sympathy
moon.
for the DM.
I vote to process the moon.
All right, and Varel or not Varel, Hope and Nash.
So we have to break the thing. I kind of want moon processing. I say process
that's
the
not what
moon.
vote is for. The vote is not for construction projects on the moon.
No, it's for processing the
I
moon.
vote we build something on the moon.
Okay, I'm sorry, Scott.
Yeah, no,
I need time to process. Look at me. I'm a mess.
process the moon.
All right.
So that's 2 votes for moon.
2 for processing.
We got a
One
tie.
for
We either have a
playground.
tiebreaker
Hope.
or a
Yeah.
tie or a.
Y'all are gonna give him another week, and then this combat's gonna go another 7 months.
No, I'm done with this. I want to move on to other combats. Everything we're doing, I'm like, let's get on with the next thing. I've got other things we want to do. Never worry about me milking an encounter. So, Hope, what's your call?
I'm gonna go with process the moon only because I don't think we can wrap everything up in 15 minutes.
I'm so sorry,
I think
John.
we'd get
Oh,
like
man.
maybe 1 or 2 more
Yeah.
turns, or not turns, but like 1 or 2 more characters.
I like it.
Rounds.
But that would not be enough.
Yeah.
All right.
We got to find out what happens
Also,
next
there's a
week.
box falling off the side of the
Now, look.
tower. You need time for that.
Yeah.
Scene.
Now, the cliffhanger is somehow Nash's magic surge summoned the moon in the sky. But I want to point out that the most important cliffhanger, the one only John's paying attention to, is his girlfriend just got shot off a Pegasus and is falling to her death off the side of the
Yeah,
tower.
I'm just gonna live with that for a week. Thanks.
And he was too far away to feather fall her. I saw your arrow desperately measuring things as it happened. You're like, oh shit.
Wait, maybe she'll break even with the moon gravity.
Yeah.
That, or she's already dead and she'll go straight to what's his face with the box.
Yeah. Yeah.
Goal accomplished.
Yep.
Fast track to heaven.
I love your idea, Kristen. I think she'll go to the place, but the box probably going to stay at the bottom of the tower.
But she had the box, you know?
Like if I die in a car, the car doesn't come with
Bury
me.
me with the box.
Hey, do you wonder if anyone's ever buried with their car?
The Egyptians, that's what they do. They got boats and they got...
No, but I mean lately, like with your car, like somebody who's so into cars that you actually lower them into the ground.
Well,
in the
didn't
vehicle.
somebody do? Oh no. Elon Musk launched Tesla into space. That's what it was.
Yeah.
He launched
See, we
his
did
roadster.
that. I don't think it's that crazy that someone got buried in their automobile.
No, probably somebody has. Yeah, right. Like some
Like to
total
see-
car nut did
This
that.
man
I'm
loved
looking.
this man loved his Lamborghini.
It had to have been somebody. Somebody.
Yeah. Do you love your car enough
Okay,
to be buried in it? Top 10 car.
Apparently, someone was buried astride a 1967 Harley Davidson.
That makes sense. That
That
doesn't
makes
An
surprise me
Ohio
at
man.
all. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
and
Perfect.
That
also-
makes almost too much sense. Is the problem?
Yeah. It's.
Oh, here's even better. A 1973 Pontiac Catalina with a passenger seat full of guns.
Oh my lord. Holy shite.
That also, makes so much sense.
It
So,
does weirdly.
You know what makes even more sense? That a moon appeared in the sky with a big
Nope.
city shining for Scott to see.
Yeah.
All right, wrap it up, Scott. I
All
think
right,
we're going.
that's it. Thanks everybody for watching. Well done. We will see what happens next week now that we've got a moon to deal with. Oh man, I need to find 1,000-sided dice so I can roll these without your weird math. Anyway,
You need to learn how to cast spells. This moon is your fault.
it's
Scott.
not my fault. It's not my fault. I don't know why. I've got a guy in me. I got a demon inside me.
How did the guy get there, Scott? How did the guy get
Because
there?
of lack of concentration. That's why. And
true. He's not wrong.
poor positioning after I lost concentration. That's why. Anyway, we will learn more about this and our fates next week. It's a very Nash piece of business, though, and I love it. So Bo has my vote for a big thumbs up. Anyway, we'll be back next week with more. If you enjoyed what you heard and saw today, you can support us by going to therewillbedungeons.com, become a Dungeons Plus member, and get cool stuff in the mail, get cool digital rewards, get a monthly bonus show that you can't get any other way. So head on over there right now. There will be dungeons.com and sign up and become a Dungeon Plus member today. That's going to do it for us. Thank you all for listening. Please come back next time when we'll surely do more of this. And we look forward to doing that with you. That'll be next week's normal. Today would have been weird if it was normal outside. We may not have had a show because of Easter. You know, all the family stuff that usually goes on. But
bonus show.
Silver lining, we got to do a show. So glad you've all been here. Glad to have you guys listening. Thanks for being here. We will be back next week. See you then.
This show is part of the Frog Pants Network. Yes. Get more at frogpants.com.
Well
GG.
done. Yeah, GG indeed.
So yeah, just as a
GG.
I thought maybe the battle would be over by the time we got to